the primary sentence in each statement.
So a compound sentence is two sentences that are stuck together. So if I said, I am from Arkansas. And I live in Utah. How could I put those two sentences together? Bridger?
I am from Arkansas, but now I live in Utah.
That's right. I am from Arkansas, but now I live in Utah. That is a compound sentence. So I am from Arkansas, comma, but I live in Utah. So what's another compound sentence, Elena?
I live in Utah, but I am from Arkansas.
That's right. So there are a couple things, a couple words that we can use that we can combine compound sentences. So I could say, I am from Arkansas and I live in Utah. I am from Arkansas, but I live in Utah. Can anyone else think of any words that can combine two sentences, Elena?
Although.
Although. Okay, although isn't exactly combining two sentences because I couldn't be like, I am from Arkansas, although I live in Utah. We need like things like but and. And can anyone else think of any, Liz? We could use or. In this sentence, it doesn't really make sense, but we can use or to combine two different sentences. So I have something that I've made. This is Mike. He has small hands and he has large feet. So if I were to break this compound sentence apart, what would the two sentences be? Joshua? So I am Mike is one sentence, but he has small hands and he has large feet. What are the two sentences in here?
He has small hands and
So there's two different sentences. There's he has small hands and then he has large feet. So in here I have it where it's one sentence because it's one compound sentence. But here there are two sentences. Yes, Joshua?
he has small hands and large feet.
Yes. So now I have something else. This is Jim. He has round hands, but he has long toes. So what are the two sentences in this compound sentence? Howie?
He has round hands and the other one has long toes.
That's right. Okay, so we are going to make these as groups. So each person is going to have their own. It doesn't have to be a monster. It doesn't have to be anything. It's whatever you want. But you draw a head, a body, and feet. And you have to give them a name, like this is Mike. And then you have to give them, say something. It doesn't have to be about their body or anything. But you have to make it so that there's two different sentences on each flap. Or you're joining them into a compound sentence. So in the end, when we staple it together, maybe it will be something like this. This is Mike. He has round hands, but he has large feet. Okay. So each person, there should be 4 in here, so each person just take one. But when we write sentences, what do we start our sentences with? Sammy?
Capital letter.
And what do we end sentences with? Brighton?
Punctuation mark.
A punctuation mark. And if there's a compound sentence and we're joining it together, what is it that it needs, Carter? else does it need to be made of?
It needs letter.
Yeah.
And what if you only have 50 letters?
What?
What if you only have 50 letters?
Then it's okay, you'll just have 3 in your book. We need to make sure you have a comma. So when you're joining the sentences, you say one of the sentences, comma, you add one of those words, and then you continue your sentence with a punctuation mark at the end. Yes, Joshua. So just do it on the front. So like mine, I just have the pictures on the front, and then this would have been someone else's picture. But then inside on the back page, I want you to write one about yourself. So mine's like the one we wrote on here. I am Miss Sederholm, period. I live in Utah, but I am from Arkansas. So you say who you are, and then you say something about you, and it has to be a compound sentence. Okay? This would have been whoever drew the other one. But since I drew both, then I just did one. We're going to staple them together. But you all have to do it individually first. So you're like, so maybe it will be your person here, and we'll have your person's head, we'll have Avery's body, and then we'll have Jose's feet or something. Okay? Yes, Irina?
I don't exactly get that because if you open it up and it has someone else's thing, wouldn't what is off the thing that you write on?
Like, okay, so this is 2 different pages. These are 2 different things here. So I have Ella's and Jackson's. So Jackson drew his monster or whatever right here, and I'm going to put Ella's inside of it, like this. So then and then I'll staple them together, and then we'll have both monsters, and then we'll have Ella's explanation right here of herself, and then Jackson's explanation. Does that make sense now? Okay. Joshua. You can use pencils at first, but I want them colored, so use crayons if you don't need to draw it in pencil first. But I want the sentences just written in pencil. Yes. Just use crayons. Yes, Ellen. So go ahead and get started. You can draw whatever you want. It can be real people, it can be animals, it can be monsters.